Yes, you're welcome back, and you see the on top the balanced diet of teletainment. That's not the Good Morning Nigeria show. And today will be Funky Friday, where they talk about the rapists where they catch for inside Delta State. They do jungle justice on top of them, and they set them on fire. Now we get to guest for inside our studio before we back break. Guest today with us, and he's still there with us up till now. And he be security expert for inside Nigeria. His name is Frank, and he be the CEO of Primex Background Check. And we'll be there talk about how you fit to make sure say you're security conscious and how really waiting be the way forward for inside this our country where jungle justice they strive. Do you still believe in police? You still trust the police people they're around you? Or if you say the police to their hand also they for inside this badness what they talk about this early morning? Call us on top of control number that na 01277 2195, type in at 01277 7195 or 01277 8195. Our toll free number there for you to call us. That's 0800 WAZOBIA TV.
All right, so talking about security for inside Nigeria, we don't see how a lot of innocent people they die all in the hands of jungle justice, the community taking laws into their hands. How we fit actually stop this menace? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's something we're not good for inside society, and we need to scrap them out. And
also to add to it, you get one where they rain now, where we say, if somebody snatch your bag or your purse from your hand, as before you even, and the person they run, before you even shout, ole, 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 that person, don't they shout, ole, ole, ole. And you know for this country, once they hear ole, nobody want to know.
Investigate, they don't want
to point finger saying that this person, an innocent person, they point finger on top, they go just mob the person, beat the person, carry tire, and that's why you're going to say tire they nearby, you're going to say where they are available, even in the midst of scarcity, and they go burn that person, innocent person.
See, we can't take all these things in isolation.
We cannot.
One will affect the other. A good police system will help the people to trust the police. A good police system will make background check to work. Because if I collect information and there's no good police system to make it work, it won't work.
Yes.
The other side of it is that it can create cautiousness for the ordinary man on the street to always say, don't take people on face value. That's the aspect. Now, the police itself need to sanitize themselves, and beginning from the recruitment. Beginning from the recruitment. Now, the police do recruitment. I checked all the amount they want to spend. There's nothing like background check there.
You can imagine.
You understand?
So that means people carry arm rubber.
Exactly. Caught boys who feels that, okay, if I join police, I think he go give me some level of cover. They will join the police. We are saying that people that one I don't select, it can be very costly. You can't do background check for all the applicants. Sure. But the one that you have shortlisted, the one that you, by virtue of the interview or whatever, it feels okay, do background check on these people. Who are they? Where are they coming from? Why did they want to join the police? Are they cult members, both outside school or inside school? Are they former armed robbers? Where they live? What is their reputation in their environment, their immediate environment? What family do they, what is their family status? Are they married? Get all this information so that at the end of the day, you know that, okay, the people you are recruiting, at least to a level of extent, they have something that you can work with. Though human beings, they change. Circumstances can make somebody change. But at least in the instant at that moment, you know that this person, they are reputable people who can join the police.
But, okay,
and then the training that follows.
I go like chipping now because say when people they join certain organization, you get expectation. Now when you come inside the police force, you can't say things no they as you be thinking they go day.
Yes.
You don't feel say that one to go also make them one took their hand inside badness. We don't talk say we don't talk saying a good thing, no.
Yes.
Because now if you look at the welfare of police officers now,
just establishing some facts.
Look at the welfare of police officers. These are people who are supposed to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians, but they themselves they are not being taken care of. How you go take care of person when you never feel take care of yourself in the first place?
That's why we said these issues cannot be taken in isolation. One will affect the other. You get good person for police. If the environment is not good, the person becomes bad.
All right, okay, we get, before you go on, we get a call on the line. We get Kingsley all the way from Lekki this morning. Kingsley, are you still on the line? Hello, good morning, Kingsley. Kingsley? Wow, I feel like we don't lose that call. Something else, our phone lines. Maybe the weather.
We'll try fix them.
All right, okay. So, So how can the officer?
So it can't be taken in isolation. That's what we're saying.
Okay.
So all-round renovation, both the human capital, the system itself, and finance. All because if you do background check, I know this person is clean, and it comes into a system that is bad. It's just like the antivirus that has a virus. So what did go happen? So we are looking at all-round, innovation for the police and the society. Create the consciousness of background check so that if my auntie want to get housemaid on her own, she say, look, I need to check the background check of this lady or this driver. So that consciousness is there. Then the police itself has to be restructured in a way that they know that they are rendering a service that involves life for the people. It's not just about naira and kobo. Because the society itself makes it look as if without naira and kobo, you are finished. And so because of that, people become desperate to have that naira and kobo in whatever form, in whatever shape they can get it. So that's why I said none of these ideas, none of these suggestions can be taken in isolation. They all work together.
Okay, speaking about naira and kobo, just before you ask a question, speaking about naira and kobo, how affordable are we talking about for this security check? Because the way you don't explain now, it dey like say it's a lot of work.
No, because some people will never embrace.
Yeah, some people will never embrace. So really, if you want, because another level where if you to enter, penetrate the market, now based on the cost, affordability of the cost. So how affordable this kind of method of putting security in check there?
Okay, let me give you a scenario before I answer the question.
Please do.
The woman whose 3 children were kidnapped by the house nanny that he got
driver.
from OLX.
Okay, yes.
Now, quantify the trauma she went to in naira and kobo while they were looking for those children. That's one. The ransom she paid, we are told she didn't pay ransom. She paid. She paid about 2.5 billion. Yeah. Now, the trauma, the fear, the money she paid cannot be compared to the amount she's going to pay if she had done background check. Now, if she did background check, she would have known definitely that woman is a scam. Okay? Because background check will go to the family to know the kind of work she does. Background check will go to the neighborhood where she lives to find out who is she. Background check will also check the agent, whether they have an office, whether they are duly registered. So at the end of the day, you have information that will help you make a decision. And that decision would have helped her not to take the woman. So compare that.
I would like to ask you one question concerning this woman and the kidnapping. But before we go on, we get Marvelous on the line all the way from K2 this morning. Good morning, Marvelous.
Good morning.
I beg help us reduce the volume of your TV set, or you work come out small from where your TV set is. Good morning. Go ahead with the hear you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I beg I want to talk about this police matter.
Okay.
What do I feel concerning police now? No be saying of course, we not be trust police for Nigeria again. We should be honest in Nigeria. This jungle justice, it will continue for 1,000 years, 2,000 years to come. Look at what happened in Maryland, for example. Let us see. There is what I call a duplication of the jobs in Nigeria. The policeman will do another person's job. The policeman will do last man person's job. Now, what do you have for Maryland do that? How the last man will do the work of car, the whole person, till the boy go cross, keep person. We know police in Nigeria. Police won't be, is it the responsible, or should I do that, or trustworthy? Case happened about 2 weeks ago. Person will be saying near me. You carry money, police will first go pay 10,000 naira. How much is 90,000? Carry 50,000, I go remain. Police say the guy no fit pay and finish. Say, no, we just forget that one. Say, you are 40,000, the guy 50. Tell me, say the guy don't discuss with the police. How do you take that matter? If I justice in Nigeria cannot be asking. Fast or now, what I feel, jungle justice could continue for a long time, for a long period of time.
All right, thank you very much, Marvelous. Thank you very much, Marvelous. We need to end that call. We know they support jungle justice on top of the show. We find solution to end jungle justice for inside the show. Okay, that's now why, yes, we'll bring to the next question where you talk about the kidnapping, the nanny way kidnapped that woman Pekin. Now, that woman was in dire need. She need that nanny. It was a matter of emergency. So how short a period will Nafi do this background check on somebody who need that person and need the services ASAP?
Now, there are various levels. It depends on what you want. But we can advise for somebody who is in their need, it's okay. Why not do 1 and 2? While whatever we get from 1 and 2 will take us to the next level. And let me give you a scenario that happened between us and one of our clients. He wanted to take a driver, and they said we should conduct a background check. We said, okay. Now, because he was in their need, he gave us a job on a Monday. And we said, okay, by Wednesday, we'll give you a preliminary report that will help you know how this person be. On Tuesday, he engaged the driver. On Thursday, he had an accident. Why? The driver had bad eyes. You know, but the driver didn't tell him that he has bad eyes and he's not using glasses. It was in the hospital bed that we brought the report that the driver has a bad sight. And he said, you guys were on point. If I had been patient, even for just 1 week, maybe I wouldn't have gotten to this level. So sometimes, no matter how ASAP that it could be, you still need to stop a while. It's just like when you're on your computer, no matter how much you are in a hurry, it has a booting time. You can't on your PC now and say, oh yeah, start work. The same thing with background check. You need some time, even if it is 1 or 2 days. So the first thing we need to know is this guy truly a nanny? At least with 1 day, you can do that. So the issue of being in haste, now when the children were kidnapped, did she go to work again?
I know we won't talk more concerning this particular
Yes.
one. Moki picked Sunday from Mojo Barracks this morning. Sunday, talk to us. Hello, Sunday. Hello. All right, now you don't talk about the benefits of having a background check on your nanny, the benefit of having a background check on your driver, and even on employees too.
Yes.
The benefit. Oh, okay, Sunday, still there. Sunday, good morning.
Good morning, Sunday.
Good morning, Sunday.
Hello, Sunday.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, we will hear you.
Please, I want to contribute. I can hear you. I can hear you. I want to contribute. Okay.
I beg, help us reduce the volume of your TV set, Sunday,
Say,
and talk to us directly
for
inside the
example,
phone.
now, you by the Oga by the center. Okay. The Oga by the center who is talking. If let's say, for example, I'm a policeman working under him. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, we can hear you.
If I'm working under him and he is taking care of me, or about the issue of that nanny, if that person that normally that nanny is talking about, if he's taking care of that nanny, there is no money in the world that will give that nanny to do anything bad in that house that woman will collect. One, that person was not taking care of that nanny. If he's taking care of that nanny, there is no way bad thing will come to that nanny mind. So you can hear me. Just like the case of Function Williams. I think Function Williams was giving those policemen food in their house. There is no way those policemen will leave that Function Williams house to go and food outside.
Sunday.
One, our big men don't take care of their security agency who are working under them.
All right, thank you so much,
Sunday.
Maybe for me, I actually beg to differ because we don't see how a lot of rich people, they are rich, but greediness not going to allow them even come out high from public money. Now, we don't see, even with the case of this particular nanny now, she not spend 2 days for the house before she still
the case of the nanny, she didn't come to work.
She just came to kidnap.
So there are people like that.
Yes.
There are people like that.
And also, it's not cast in stone. You can be very nice to some people,
I have seen.
and they will still do you in.
Thank you.
If they still get
Very
badness
true.
on mind,
Yes.
Speaking way bad, person way good.
So it's not about
So it's not
politics
about
or
being
not.
good. Yes, it's good you take care of people working under you.
Yeah.
It's good. So that your conscience will be clear when they do any bad thing. So you can't, if you don't take care of people that work under you, if anything happens, you can go into your closet and say, maybe it's because I didn't do this, so that's why this person do this. But if you are nice and you do what you need to do, if anything happens, you can beat your chest and say, well, this person is just a prodigal child. He wants to commit whatever he wants to commit. It's not because I was bad, because in my mind, I think I've done my best. So there are some people like that. But it's good you take care of people that work under you.
Very, very good.
Very, very, very
now,
good.
I want to talk based on the first caller, Marvelous. when you call in, they actually vex with waiting they happen for inside the police force. Now, I know said one of the best ways to know who a leader be now if you feel listen to a followers waiting that they talk. Now, hearing waiting marvelous they talk and how they not actually believe in the police force again. I just want to know your own opinion concerning jungle justice because to Ram, in the talk say jungle justice will last for years.
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years. So what's your own opinion about jungle justice?
Jungle justice is totally unacceptable. Because if you do jungle justice, even the innocent will be affected. But sometimes and most times, it's even those who are not part of the problem that fall victim.
Yeah.
Because when the criminal don't enter crowd, how do you know the person? You just pick anybody that looks like the person, and they deal with the person. So it's not acceptable. But for the people to understand, the government has a very major role to play, educating the people, and also letting the police do their job in the way it should be done. Because now there are so many cases. They arrest people, before you know it, the person is out. And another thing again is, sometimes these people are just foot soldiers. They have their backbone somewhere. These are the people that build them when they catch them.
Exactly.
So the police should go after those people. If the police can go after those people and they say, okay, the criminals in Oshodi, for instance, this is their kingpin, he has been arrested, and he'll be charged to court. And he was charged to court and sentenced. Now the people have seen that, okay, the police is actually working, the kingpin of armed robbers in Oshodi has been arrested and sentenced. That will give some people some level of comfort to trust the police. But each time it happens, is that, what they call him, the foot soldier that suffers. And once it's like that, people will say, well, they are by side, nobody can touch them, so let us deal with this one.
Okay. No, I should say even in the police force there's insecurity.
Oh yes, there's still insecurity even in the police force.
Of course.
All right, as you be serving this on top security matter, I don't know whether you get any book where you don't write or any publication where you don't do so far concerning this security check where you talk about. So.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a book, though we don't finish, is in the bulk printing process now.
Yeah.
And it's called National Security. The background check option. And what we are saying is, leave gun for one side, leave bomb for one side, leave investigation on one side. Throw your weight behind background check. Let everybody understand the benefit of background check and let everybody be conscious of background check as citizens. And once everybody is conscious of background check as citizens, it will help the police. You understand? If
the police are in the right frame of
work. The right frame of work, yes. It will help them because when they commit fraud for bank, it's an insider work. And then if they catch that person, and the person is probably sentenced, he spent 5 years, 6 years in jail, and is released. Now, if there's no background check in place, the guy will go to another place to go and get job again. But if there's background check in place, the person, when they conduct background check, they know that, he worked in Bank A, he was sacked in Bank A because of fraud. Bank B will not take him again. You understand?
So you can only do it. Database.
You can only do it once. No, there's database is there. For instance, certificate verification.
Yeah, certificate
verification. Doctors, okay, professional certificate verification. Database will be very effective in that.
Very true.
But in terms of character, in terms of attitude, in terms of integrity, you can't really subject that to database. Because now the behavior when they see with you, now we go talk about. If you are a fighter, if you beat your tenant, they beat your landlord, they beat your wife, how do you capture that in database?
Very true.
So somebody has to come there and say, what do you know about this person? Say, na wicked man, no. It always a beating wife. So we take that report back to whoever asked us to come and do it. So database have its own advantage in terms of documented instances. But in terms of everyday thing, database can't take care of that. It has to be physical.
I actually like the fact that we don't talk much about security for inside Obodo, Nigeria now, not just about militancy or terrorism. We don't talk about how you as a person need to actually protect yourself and the family. Even you as an employer need to make sure say you they employ the right people into your company. You as a madam need to ensure say you they employ the right person to come work for inside your house. Thank you so much. If person want actually reach on top website or anything, is there a way to reach you guys?
Yes. Now,
Your
our website
website?
is www.primexbc.com.
Spell the Primex, please.
Primex.
PrimexBC.com.
So www.primexbc, PRINEXB&C.com.
And your book, when did your book will come out? Because right now you say it is for the printing process.
That's
Yes.
stage one. Stage one. Never enter stage two first. I need to vet
But it's published already. Yeah,
Okay.
it has the ISBN number already.
Yeah.
Everything is okay.
But once everything
once
is okay,
everything
go there
ready,
online, right?
Oh, sure.
So
In
that you
fact,
actually go to www.primexbc.com. I will call them again because security is very important. www.primexbc.com.